guys, Marsing here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the World Tournament rewards are out, and I finished in the top 2k, which gave me enough medals to EZA 3 of the TURs. That was the goal. If you wanted to EZA all 4, you had to finish in the top 10. So that wasn't happening. But we're going to start off here with the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Probably the best one of the bunch. If you only got enough medals to do one of the EZAs, he probably is the best one. Leader skill wise, none of these guys have great leader skills. They're probably just going to be battlefield irrelevant, if anything. But super attack effect, infinite stack defense, massively raises attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then his passive is attack and defense 120, additional attack and defense 40% when performing a super, AGL tech and physical types 2 key 30%, and then he gets an additional 120% defense, and AGL tech and physical types get an extra 20% support when he's the 3rd attacker in the turn. So very good design for a unit that ideally is going to be run as a floating support unit. I gave him full dodge like back when he was first around, so I've used a lot of skill orbs and stuff to give him additional. I still think dodge is a good idea because he's going to be that floating slot 3 support unit. Now for the showcase, we're going to keep him on rotation. We can't really see his like post super defense on the screen anyway, so we have to just kind of evaluate what it's going to be based on what we can see here. So on the turn, we've got support from Kid Gohan, so he's at 167k. That means when he supers, he's getting 40% from his passive, so that's what, close to 80k, so that's putting him up to like 240. Then he's getting the 30% from his super attack effect. So if he was in slot 3, he's then getting that extra 120%, and it activates the extra support, which he is also getting himself. So even on turn 1, like in slot 3, he has like 400k defense, and he's an infinite stacking unit. So that number is only going to get higher and higher. Now, the downside, of course, I think it's the only flaw in his design, but by him having the infinite stacking, if you're going to run him as a 3rd slot support, he's obviously not going to get anywhere near as many stacks because he's not going to be on rotation as much. But saying that, obviously the 120% extra defense and then the extra 20% from the extra support, like that kind of makes up for it, right? Like that's a lot of extra defense that he's getting in slot 3. So he's rocking a 4.4 million, and then when we get the additional, it goes up to 5. So additional is definitely what you want, right? If you're running him in slot 3, any turns where he gets a double super is just giving you a ton of extra value. So get the stun with Kid Gohan. Be interesting to see what his start of turn defense is for the next turn then. So I should really just get Bardock floated off for the support as quickly as possible, since he is stunned. So we might as well, right? We don't have any real drawbacks from keeping these Gokus like this, even though they're not getting links active, because we very obviously will be finishing off this first phase. I thought we'd do Red Zone Cell, because it seems pretty appropriate, right, for a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan showcase to do the Cell Red Zone. Plus, you know, I like to often do the Shadow Dragons Red Zone stage for my preliminary showcase like stage, but we got a bunch of units come out today, and you can only do the stage 3 times, so I thought Cell would be pretty appropriate for Gohan. And then the Super Saiyan Goku, who I also EZA'd, gets buffs against Frieza, so I'll probably do Red Zone Frieza for his initial showcase. So, one of the great things here as well, this Gohan, because he's a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he shares a lot of links with a lot of good units like this Goku. As you can see, we have 5 links active. It's a shame, of course, that they are shattering the limit units, and he does have Soul versus Soul, which is kind of a dead link, but overall, very solid link set. So here on the second turn, no support, and he's got 216k. So that means he's getting close to 100k defense on super thanks to his passive. And so if he was in slot 3, he's rocking like 600k defense on this turn after he super attacks, which is pretty good. And of course would then be providing all the extra support to everybody else, which makes all of them better as well. So definitely a very, very solid unit. I'm super impressed with what we're seeing so far, to be honest. So let's do this. Now obviously if he eats a super from this int cell, that would be really bad, but because post super on this turn he's going to be rocking around 300k, so int cell obviously would do quite a bit of damage to him. Oh, but he's going to super attack Birdku instead. Alright, fair enough. He obviously takes more damage because it's the first hit of the turn, but at least he has guard. So yeah, it's only 100k, 115k, it's not too bad. Plus it means it guarantees Gohan's not eating the super, so I wonder how much damage he's going to take here from the normals, because bear in mind he's got type disadvantage, but he is going to be rocking a pretty decent amount of defense. So 4.4, same again as what we'd expect without attack support. Unfortunately the additional is only a normal. 29k, so, and then there's the dodge. So 29k, if you think about it, what that means is, with the defense that he would have had in slot 3, he would be tanking for double digits. So, in a red zone stage, with type disadvantage against this cell, he would be tanking for double digits if we were using him in his, like, correct role, which is to be in slot 3, right? So, very, very good. And, of course, it buffs everybody else on the turn as well, as we've already said. So, I'm a little bit concerned about Kid Gohan here, although he could stun again, right? Because this cell can be stunned pretty much the entire event, which I think it decreases the... That's why people don't really talk about this stage as being one of the more difficult ones, because Cell can hit really hard, especially towards the end, but for the first part of the event, you can stun him in almost every single phase, which obviously drastically reduces the difficulty if you are running units that can stun and regularly hitting those procs. Then it's just like, he just can't do anything to you for half the event. But anyway, God Goku going to go off here. He's got type advantage, so he's just going to absolutely dance all over this cell here. Yeah, big damage. No third super, and then we dodge the super, so that means Kid Gohan is going to be safe. Him eating a super on this turn would have been the absolute worst case scenario. I think he probably would have got one shot. Because how much is he going to take from normals? No, only 5k. That's actually really good. He only gotten 2 stacks off, so I was a bit concerned for him. But we like to see that. And then, yeah, God Goku gets the... we got 6 orbs from him, didn't we? Yeah, so he gets the guaranteed additional. So... finish him off here. Oh, the next phase is AGL as well, isn't it? Yeah, perfect for Gohan. Let's go. And we've got support here from Bardock as well. So, what are we looking like now? 288k. So that means on Super, he's getting what? Almost like, so he's almost at 300k, so it'll be almost 150. We'll say like 120 just to make the maths easier. So that means post Super, even without his super attack effect, he's at like 400k defense. So if he was in slot 3, I don't know, because it's as the third attacker in the turn, I don't know if that's one of those buffs that incorporates support as well. Because if it does, it means he's at like 800k defense in slot 3 on this turn, which I'm going to have to assume that it doesn't work like that, because I feel like that's just too good, but maybe it does. I genuinely don't know. So yeah, Gohan looking pretty good. And remember, like I say, if he's in slot 3, everybody else is getting extra support, which means all the numbers that we would see from everybody else are going to be higher. So I think the next time that he's on rotation, I think we'll put him in slot 3, because we'll see his attack stat will go up, because he will actually have the extra bit of support from his passive. We do have the attack support here from Bardock, though, as well, so... I think, will he have higher attack than he did on the turn he got the second super? His additional, when he got the additional super, it was 5 mil, yeah. So he's at 4.9. And then he jumps up to 5.65. And there you go, another turn where we get the additional super. And yeah, he's just rocking a pretty solid amount of defense even now in slot 2. So if he was in slot 3, very, very high defense, which is exactly what you want, right? The worst thing about a lot of support units and where they have aged out is that when you're coming into difficult events like the red zone, and then you put these units in slot 3, the enemy doesn't attack, like doesn't super until slot 3, or there's like, you know, a whole stack of attacks, and then your support unit just gets absolutely destroyed. That's like the biggest downfall to a lot of support units now when you're trying to run them in the red zone. But this Gohan, I mean, damn, he is rocking some pretty impressive defense in slot 3, whilst providing 50% support. Because that's the thing, I really like his design, because if you wanted to keep him on rotation, as we have been doing in this video, he's still pretty good. He's still providing some support, he's still getting up to a decent amount of defense. Nothing crazy, obviously, but it just goes to show you that, like, if he's decent in slot 2, he's very, very good when he's in slot 3. So, definitely impressed with what I'm seeing from this Gohan. Can we dodge this one? Well, he should tank this perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay. Just take double-digit damage from the AGL super. We love to see that. And then the gods cancel out the first attack here. Will they kill? Yeah, because we're getting the additional super as well. Alright, so on this next turn, we will put Gohan in slot 3. Just because I want to see what his attack stat will be. Probably similar to last turn, because obviously we're not going to have the support from physical Bardock, but yeah, this guy really, really good. And a turn like this as well, where all the support is going to be, well, the friend Rainbow God Goku isn't fully link leveled. That's shocking. I can't put him in slot 1 though, really, because we can't get 6 orbs. So, alright, so Gohan's defense on this turn, he's only getting prepared for battle and Super Saiyan. What difference does his links make here? So he'd have 339k if we put him in slot 3. Okay, none of his links give him defense here. 340k. And he's getting 40% on super from his passive. So that's going to be like just over 150k that he gets by supering. So that's putting him up to like, what, close to 500? And then in slot 3, he's getting an extra 120%. So if it does factor in all the other numbers for that 120%, that means he's rocking like 1 million defense in slot 3 on this turn, which is pretty good. So yeah, we'll go ahead. And plus everyone else on the turn is now getting the extra support. So let's see what we take here. Namek Goku, Carnival Goku, sorry, obviously takes the more damage because of the extra hit. He's up to 9.1 now, and because he got hit first, he's effective against all types. So yeah, these big premium units getting 50% support from Gohan is pretty big. And even God Goku here, this is the one that's been off rotation, so he doesn't have as many stacks. The intro buffer's worn out, and he doesn't have a huge amount of links active. So 4 mil. Unfortunate that it's a rotation where we couldn't get many links active, but yeah, definitely a very, very solid rotation for that guy. And then you have to remember, like, if we were floating him in slot 3, as we would in a proper event, like, think how much that buffs this rotation with God Goku and the gods, and then both of them getting an extra 50% support. That's pretty crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and transform, get rid of you. Although Gohan's off rotation, so I guess if we play out this turn, though, we will get to see him one more time. So let's do... Do I want to put you in slot 1? I actually do not. So let's do this, this, and then this. We getting the Dokkan attack here? We are. Alright, so... Wow, how many times has Carnival Goku been super attacked in slot 1 as the first attack now? It's like, goddamn, Cell, just do a normal attack first, right? So I can get my extra defense. But it's alright, we're going to get the Dokkan attack here, which will give us the full heal. We got enough orbs to get the guard for God Goku, and Kid Gohan has type advantage. So now that Cell has super attack, there's basically no way that he can kill me here. So, we should get very solid damage off of the Dokkan attack. 7.5 mil. We hit all the nodes. We got hit first, so we've got effective against all types. So, this should be some pretty good damage here from Goku. Yeah, 10 mil with no crit. I'll take that. And then God Goku's up to 7.2. God Goku, when his intro thing runs out, you do see the attack stats drop off a little bit. I think on, what was it, his best turn here, we saw him getting up to like 10, 11 mil when he still had the buff from his intro. But yeah, he's still such a great unit. Probably the best TUR on global at the moment, right? I think that's unanimously accepted. Obviously, we are hopefully today going to find out the Golden Week unit details. We're still waiting. At the time of recording, we're still waiting on that info coming out potentially in like an hour or so, the time I'm actually recording this video. I'm not sure when it's going to go up. I don't know if I'm just going to put it up straight away, because obviously when all the details drop, it's going to be going up. Oh, the information is up now. Alright, well, I guess I'm finishing this recording and then jumping straight in and doing that. So, he's up to 379k, which is pretty good. So we'll do this. We'll see what happens with Goku here, because he is getting this extra support. The extra 50% support is going to be pretty big for him here. Because remember, for his first couple of turns after transforming into Super Saiyan Goku, he's getting guaranteed crits. So, him getting an extra 50% support as well, yeah. 8.5 mil thanks to Gohan, which is guaranteed to crit, and then we're going to get potentially the additional. Of course it's a normal, but yeah, very strong. And then the gods at 7.1. Are they going to kill? If they don't kill, then we get the we get to see Gohan attacking again, but without support, Gohan's attack stat isn't exactly insanely high, but the gods finish him off. So yeah, TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, very good, very, very impressive. If you only got the medals to EZA 1 unit, you absolutely should do him. He's on a lot of teams as well. Just looking at his categories, like Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Goku Family, Android Cell Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, Bond of Parent and Child, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Rage, Battle of Fate, Entrusted Will, Miraculous Awakening, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, like the list goes on and on. Like, he's just a fantastic unit. So very, very impressed with TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.